You got 15 seconds. 15 seconds to effectively communicate your message through your website. So if you're a web designer, that first headline, that first sentence is super crucial. It's super important because then the user will decide if they are going to keep scrolling down or if they're just going to move on to someone else. In this video, we're going to give you 4 rules to follow as a framework when crafting your website headline. Let's get into it. What's going on, everyone? My name is Abrot, and I am the founder and creative director at Abrot Creative, a design agency focused on helping faith-based nonprofits and ministries. But on Instagram and on YouTube, I like to teach about the process and the business of web design. Pretty much how you can make websites and how you can also make money making websites. A wise man once told me, always achieve a positive first impression because you will never have a second chance to make that first impression. So whether you are a freelancer looking to get your first design job, or if you are a design agency looking to land that big client for a project, your website headline is super important. You see, you need to communicate your message right away. That being said, let's hop into the 4 rules that I like to follow when crafting my website headline. And then after, stick around. We're just going to give you 3 quick tips when writing that headline. Let's get right into it. The first thing you want to do is you want to state a problem. You want to state a need. And to further explain my point, I'm going to show you some websites that do that very same exact thing. Now, if you notice here, I went ahead and pulled up, actually, this is my personal design agency website. And if you see here, the first sentence is you have a mission. What we serve in our design agency are ministries, nonprofits, people who have a mission that they want to accomplish. So that is the need. These organizations have a mission, a goal in mind. We call them mission-minded entities or mission-minded organizations. The first thing you want to do is you want to state a need. One of my favorite websites as far as headlines is this one that someone that I met while being part of the pro group community. His name is Henry Kaminsky, and he owns an agency called Unique Designs. And I love his headline because it is very specific. It is targeted towards a specific type of person. If you notice, it says right here, you didn't get into business to just change a few lives, did you? That is such an in-your-face headline. It makes the user think like, yeah, that's not why I went to business, not just to do that. See, what Henry targets are influencers, are people with a big platform, are people who have a larger audience, and he's doing very well with his business. And that is the problem that he states. He is specifically reaching out people who want to reach a large number of people. One of the other websites that I see are very successful in doing this is one of my favorite tools. It is not necessarily a design agency, but it's more like a company. You see, this framework can work with companies as well when you state the problem. Notice here, this company that I love called WEBFLOW. As you can see, they have here, break the code barrier. What is the problem that they are trying to solve? They are trying to help people who want to create websites without having to mess with code. And so that's right here. They have to break the code barrier. And you want to state your problem right away. What happens with that is it compels the user to think about their need. Think about what is the goal that they really are trying to accomplish. So this forces you as a designer to think about what is the need? What is the need that you're trying to fulfill? What is the problem that you are trying to solve? You see, you are a creative. You are here to create solutions. You design or you create creative solutions to solve a problem. Now, when you can't think of a problem that you're trying to solve, then it's possible that you haven't narrowed your focus enough. It's possible that you haven't niched down enough, as what people like to call it. You see, when you're there to create solutions and to solve problems, this transforms your business from a nice to have business into a need to have business. The second step when crafting your website headline is to state your solution. What is the solution that you provide? And going back to our screen here, back to the my agency website, we have the problem, you have a mission, and then we have the solution that we'd like to provide, which is we help you communicate. We help you communicate whatever is the mission that you have purpose in your heart, that God had laid in your heart, whatever. And I see a lot of people doing this where they are specific with what mission they are doing. One of my good friends over in the pro group, her name is Asha. She has a design agency in San Diego, and she says it straight up on her website what they do. They create mindful solutions to help brands reach their pinnacle. See, you are stating what problem you're trying to solve, what solution you're trying to create. Going back to WEBFLOW, the website that I referred to a while ago, it says there, build better business websites faster without coding. One of the softwares that I use whenever I manage my team on a project or whatever is called Asana. And if you look at their website, it says it straight up what is the solution they're providing. Now, they may not be going into the specifics of the product, but exactly they are telling you what is the solution that they are providing for you and what is it that they are accomplishing for people out there. It says right there, keep your team organized and connected. They're providing a solution. So the number one was to state a problem. Secondly was to state your solution that you provide. And then number three, the next thing you want to look at is state your identity. Who are you? Now, I know we try to look at brands like Apple, we try to look at brands like Nike, and we look at their website and say, hey, they don't explain who they are. You don't go to Nike and see it saying, we are Nike, a sports clothing and whatever brand. You don't go to Apple and look at the website and it says, hello, we are Apple. We create phones and gadgets and all these stuff, right? No. But the thing is this, you're not Apple. You're not Nike. You know, I love Abrot Creative, but no one knows who Abrot Creative is. No one gives a flip who Abrot Creative is. So I have to identify, I have to introduce myself, who I am and what is it that I do, and who are the people that I serve. Going back on our screen here, right under our headline, we have our problem, we have a mission, we have our solution, we have to communicate it, and then we have our identity, who we are. We are a brand strategy and digital marketing agency for Christian ministries and non-profits. I love one of my favorite YouTubers that I watch, and actually I get a lot of inspiration from, is Ron Segal. And he's a very successful web designer. Now he's teaching people how to create websites and make money and all that stuff. But it says right here, Ron Segal is a designer working with startups to create great products and brands. One of the things that annoys me whenever I see a designer or a freelancer's portfolio, they like to show their work. They like to show what they do right away. But first thing I want to know is, who are you? What is it that you do? Who are you trying to serve? Whenever I look for freelancers that I want to hire for a project, I want to see who they are and I want to see what they specialize in. Do you specialize in illustrations? Do you specialize in website mockups? Do you specialize in web development? Whatever it is, say it. Say your identity and what is it that you do. The fourth step that we want to follow is this: state an action. What is the action that you want people to do when they get to your website? If you notice, it says right underneath, we have two, what we like to call to actions, which it says contact me and see our work. But my website here is kind of like, honestly, like really temporary, and we're designing a major website. We're in the development of that, just kind of getting busy with projects, but it's just really a landing page, a one-page thing. If you press contact me, it takes you all the way down to the form. If you click see our work, it takes you to a couple of websites that we've created. You want to state an action. What do you want people to do when they get to your website? One of my pet peeves, and I tend to see this a lot in nonprofit organizations, nonprofit foundations, is they have no call to action on their website. What do you want us to do? Do you want us to see what you're doing? Do you want us to give? Do you want us to partner with you? What is it? Have a call to action. We're going to look at these websites. Check this out. Asana, try for free. They want you to try the product for free, and then you get hooked, and then you end up buying the product. On WEBFLOW, view dashboard. Now, mine says view dashboard because I already have a WEBFLOW account, but it says that you can learn more and how to create a website. So have a call to action for your website. So just to recap, what is the framework? We want to state a problem. We want to state your solution. You want to state your identity and then state a call to action. And then here are some 3 tips to follow when crafting your website headline. Number 1, make it concise. The word concise pretty much really means easy to understand. Don't try to sound smart or overcomplicate things. Just make it easy to understand for the normal average person or average user. Secondly, keep it short and simple. Remember, you only have 15 seconds to capture their attention. So you want to make it that they'll be able to read it right away and know exactly who you are and what they need to do when they get to your website. And then lastly, get creative. Get creative with your sentences to capture people's attention. You want to stand out. And that is actually one thing that I'm trying to develop with our new website. We want to make sure that we stand out among other design agencies by niching, but also by crafting our message and being creative in our headlines, in our layout, and what we're trying to do. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something from that. If you did, could you let me know in the comments below, and I would totally appreciate that. And if you liked it, press the like button. See, that makes me feel better about myself and what I'm doing. And then also subscribe. We're going to be coming out with content about web design and how you can make money as a web designer. If you have any questions, put it in the comment below. I would love to answer them. Maybe that could be the next video. Until next time, see you guys later. Peace out. Just a quick fun fact. I wanted to share something with you guys. I actually filmed this video before the whole thing and I worked so hard on it. Probably took me like 3 hours to film. And I did not realize until after the footage that I had a booger sticking out of my nose the whole entire time. And what's worse is it starts out pretty small, and as the video progresses, it gets longer and longer and longer. So check it out. Learned something from that video. If you did, that was it. I just wanted to show that to you guys. The ins and outs of making a YouTube video. See you next time. Peace.